JD-11. This is Inspire clone, but this thing has a pretty nice little build quality to it. Very nice, actually. And it has a huge battery for a quadcopter this size. It has a 7.4 1200. I mean, that's pretty big for a quadcopter this size. Now, it has this little movable camera right here. You can see it moving, hopefully. And it's one of those Wi-Fi, so, you know, we'll have to see what the quality looks like. I'm going to start the recording. I'll put some in there. I'm just doing one of those burn-in flights. This thing actually uses the same app as that one I just checked out. This is the one I was just burning the motors in. Uses the same app. A lot of them actually use the same app. But this thing has some real nice pitch to these props. And the build quality on this thing is steel all over this thing. There's metal on here. It's not just all some big wad of plastic. And it has some nice lights on it. But it has that real nice feel to it, you know. I saw this one, and I said, oh, I got to check this out. Now, the camera, the module, you slide it on here. It's just like one of them MJX types, and it has the little damper on there. But it has these two plugs you have to plug in right there. And then there's an on and off switch for the quad too, which is nice. But these two plugs here, one's for the power, and one's for the motor on the camera, you know. So we'll just take it up here for a minute, and we'll see how it acts. I'm not exactly sure about these buttons because I just opened this box a couple hours ago. Okay, there's how to calibrate it. We'll do that first. Okay, that works. And then the unlock the motors, I think, just like the MJXs. Yeah, and it is. So I wonder if it auto shuts off too. I'm not sure about that. Yes, it does. After what, 5 seconds or so? Make sure I got the video recording, which I do. It's drifting a little bit, but hey, all altitude holds quads drift. That's just the way they do. Let's see how it holds its position here. Pretty nice. You can trim it out. There's no wind tonight. It's just stagnant heat. It's just hot as crap, and all these damn bugs are attacking me. But I can't get over the size of this battery for something this big. But it does have a little beef to it because there's a lot of steel on this thing. So it has to have, I guess, that little bit of battery to. Then there's a flip button. Let's do a flip. No flippy. What do I got to do with that one? Okay, it just says a short, quick press for that. I don't need that no more. Okay, there you go. That's return to home, or return to China. But at least it didn't return to China. It fell. The camera popped off, but that's no big deal. Okay, there's the pitch on the third rate. I don't know how the video quality is, but we'll see. Well, I don't seem to be able to get it to do any flips, so we'll have to look into that before the full review. But, yeah, it don't seem too bad. Like I said, it's got that big battery in there, so this thing should be able to go for a while. Seems to fly nice. You know, it seems to walk around a little bit. I can't seem to get the trim good on it, but, you know. I'm in this confined area, too, you know. I get in a little bit more open area. This little walking around ain't going to mean jack once you get into where you got a little more room to maneuver. So, it seems fine. I'll bet you the flight time on this thing's going to be like 15 minutes. That's what my guess is going to be. Yeah, well, like I said, that happens on concrete. You're not going to get around that half the time. So, yeah, it flies okay. This one was a little bit more. Let me save the video. This one was a little bit more than the one I just played around with here. This iDrone. This was like $72, but I mean, you know, you're getting a little bit more with it. You're getting way bigger battery, way better build quality. The camera's probably exactly the same because it's the same app, so the camera's going to be probably pretty much the same. And then they give you, I don't remember this thing having the pack of prop guards in there, so this might not even have prop guards. Did the Inspire have prop guards? I don't think it did. So maybe this one don't either, but it might. I'll have to check the box again. Like I said, I just got these today, so you know, I just took these out of the box a mere hours ago, and then I got, you know, I got this one and that one there, and then I got another one of those K-90s. So the Mini, I had that K-90 Mini, which I absolutely love that thing. So I bought another one because I got it so cheap. But the one that I just bought came with 2 extra batteries. So now I've got, it came with 2 batteries. So now I got 3 batteries. So I can take one out and I have 3 batteries for that, the K-90 Mini. Because I love flying that thing. And actually it has a pretty nice damn video camera on it. Now the one that I got today, it's the Wi-Fi version. It doesn't have the SD card on it, but it's the blue one. But the yellow one that I have has the SD card. So that's the one I'll probably always fly. Is the one with the yellow one, the one that has the SD card slot, because that one takes really nice video. So then I'll just have that thing and 3 batteries with it, and so that'll be cool. Because that thing's real nice to fly around the house, on the patio, and that kind of crap, you know. But this thing, yeah, it seems okay. Nice build quality, nice battery. The landings are a little shaky. This stuff here, these legs are a little bouncy and a little wobbly. Reminds me of the JD-509. That's how the legs, there's a lot of wash on these legs here, so when it lands, it, you know, you're going to get that bouncing around, so, you know, that inertia with the prop still going, the inertia, it's going to take it, you know. Unless you land it in some soft grass or something, you're probably going to, half the time I would say you'll tip it. I mean, just look at this little drop test from here. So I'm what, up 3 inches, and look at the look at that. So then you have the inertia, the props and everything going. So you're most likely, if you land on concrete like this, you're most likely going to be tipping over. So you're best off landing in grass. All right, guys. I hate to bore you with all this mumbo jumbo, but don't forget now. I got this video series I'm gonna start doing about things that get on my last nerve. It's just gonna be one of those rant things that I did on that unique video. It's just certain things that just get on my last nerve, and that's what I'm gonna make a little these little video series on. So I'm just trying to think of things, you know, that drive me nuts, and it's not hard because there's a lot of them. So I'll have there's a lot of material out there, believe me. There's a lot of stuff, you know, because I have to do other things with this channel. I love doing the quadcopters. I like buying them every week and reviewing them and flying them and crashing them and doing all that stuff. But you know, I live in Pittsburgh, so you know it's going to be you know, bad weather, and I'm going to have to get into trucks and boats because I have that big indoor pool on the roof of the apartment building I live in. I can go up there because I work here, so I'm allowed to go up there every day, and I can, you know, spin the boats around and you know, fart around with that stuff. And I want to get into some of these trucks, so I'm going to be getting into that stuff here too. But I got like loads of quads that I got quads that I've never even reviewed that I've had for 6 months. You know, I never reviewed that XKX 250. I never reviewed the XKX 300, which is actually, I talked about it. You know, I did just a flight test on it. That thing is the XKX 300. Man, if you can get that thing for $100, man, you got to scoop that thing up, because that thing is, it's not brushless motors, it's a brushed quad, but that thing is so sweet. I mean, that thing flies so damn nice. And it has a long battery life too. I think it's like 15 minutes. And it's one of my favorite quads, but I just never get to fly it that much because I'm always farting around with these new ones. And I got the MJX Bugs 2 coming tomorrow. Alright guys, I gotta go in the house because it is freaking boiling out here. Have a nice night. I'll put the video of the flight in there so you can see the quality of it before I go out to the park with it. Alright, bye.